Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am doing a Christmas bake with me today, and I am making some cookies that I have never made. I usually don't like to do this when I'm sharing recipes with you guys. I usually like it to be something that is tried and true that I've made a lot of times and is a family favorite. But these peanut butter sandwich cookies, they're called peanut butter cookie sandwiches. I've never made them, so I am going to make them with you guys today. A good Christmas cookie. They look delicious. I'll show you a picture. And so come along with me while I make these, and I will make sure to list the recipe down below in the description. Alright, so I just pulled the recipe up here on my iPad, but here's what they look like. It's like a peanut butter oatmeal cookie with a filling. So let's go ahead and try this. First, I'm going to mix together all my dry ingredients. So I've got some flour, oats, baking soda, baking powder, and salt. So I got that all mixed together. Then in my KitchenAid, I mixed up some butter, white sugar, and brown sugar, and just mixed that until it was all creamy. Then I added peanut butter, an egg, and some vanilla, and got that all mixed together as well. And then I added my dry ingredients into my wet ingredients. I have such a hard time doing this and not making a mess. Anybody else like that? And then I turned on the mixer and just got that all mixed together. Alright, I just had a really small intermission. My little guy, Wesley, woke up from his little nap and he was crying, so I went and I cannot talk. I was gonna say fed him, nursed him, and it joined. I fed him, nursed him, and so now I'm ready to get these cookies on the cookie sheet. I have my oven on. I think this is gonna be the tricky part because they are a sandwich cookie, so I want my cookies to all be quite uniform, like the same size. And we'll see how well I do with that. I'm not going to use a measuring cup or anything. I guess I could, but I'm going to use my hands to see how that goes. And then we want the cookies to be flat, so the recipe says to flatten them with a measuring cup. So we're going to try that out. I'm making my second pan now, but since you guys already watched me make one pan, I thought maybe this time you could look at my face while I do it instead of at what I'm doing with my hands. Anyways, I just wanted to say, this year I don't know why I chose this year since I have a newborn this year, but I thought it would be fun to try out some new Christmas recipes. I have a lot of favorites that I make every single year. So every year I make the same Christmas cookies, the same Christmas breads, and we like them, but it's not like, oh, these are the absolute best because I've tried a whole ton of recipes and these are my favorite. They're just what I make and we like them. But I thought this was the year that we need to try out some new recipes. So I made an M&M cookie that we really liked. Honestly, they were basically just chocolate chip cookies and I used red and green M&Ms instead of the chocolate chips. Like that simple, but it made them look really festive and fun. And then I made a sugar cookie with red or green sprinkles on them. So just really simple recipes, but really nice and Christmassy looking. And then this recipe, this is my other new recipe. So we loved the other two, and hopefully we like these ones. Let me know down in the comments what you guys like to make at Christmas. What are your favorite Christmas cookie recipes? And if you have like a to die for recipe that you think I absolutely need to try, then leave that recipe down in the description or down in the comments too, and I would love to try making it. So I am just making my second pan of cookies. I didn't double this recipe like I often do with cookies just because I've never made them before, so I didn't want to make a ton if, I don't know, they are totally a fail. And if they are, sorry for sharing this recipe with you guys. I'll let you know afterwards how we like them. But this is going to make, let's see, a little more than 2 pans, maybe 2.5 pans of cookies. And once they're all baked, I didn't even put a timer on. That's a bad start. All right, I set a timer for the cookies that just went in the oven. Hopefully I figured out that timing right. So once these are finished baking, they need to cool completely before I make the filling. And the filling, I believe, is peanut butter, icing sugar, maybe something else. Let me check real quick. Peanut butter, icing sugar, and honey. I think the honey is more of a consistency thing because it only asks for a tablespoon of honey. But I'm gonna make that filling and put that in the middle, and then we'll try them out a little bit later. All right, once I can place this guy down, once he is sound enough asleep, I will be icing these cookies. So here's how they turned out. They look pretty good. And then here is my icing filling. So it's the peanut butter, icing sugar, and honey. I'm washing my dishes at the same time. Here's a tip for you. Wash your dishes as you bake, as you cook. This is how I always do it, and it just keeps my kitchen looking fairly clean. So for the filling, the recipe says you can use a piping bag or you can just spread it with a knife. I'm going to spread it with a knife because that's easy, and that's what I usually choose, is the easy thing. So that's what I'm going to do. Looking at the cookies right now, of course, I haven't tried them yet. I haven't filled them yet. I think next time I make these, I'll probably make the cookies about half this size just because I do have little kids. And then, of course, you're doing double the cookie, right? So instead of eating just one of these, you're eating 2 of them with filling. So I just think it's going to be a fairly big cookie. So next time, I think I'll try doing them a bit smaller. But as soon as this guy is in a deep sleep, yep, there's flour on the floor, I'll get on filling these. There's how they look. Pretty good, eh? That's not all of them. I still have a few more to do, but they look really good. I am ready to take a break, or Wesley is ready for me to take a break. I don't know if you can hear him in the background, but he's crying again. But yeah, like I said, they're a pretty big cookie, but oh, those look really yummy. How is your cookie?
Good.
Did you like it so much?
Peanut butter inside.
Was there peanut butter inside and it was delicious?
Yeah.
Oh, good. And they were delicious. So I am going to list that recipe, the link to that recipe down below in the description. Check it out if you guys want to try out these Christmas cookies. Not really Christmas cookies, but I think they are nice for Christmas time. And give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it too, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.